Listen, chat, I'm obsessed with One Piece theories, okay? And I've forever been looking for a source that I can react to that's not just like text on a screen of like old theories that were wrong. And basically, I found a TikTok channel that is called the One Piece Archive. You'll have to go follow this channel because this is what I'm about to react to. So I saw one and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what, this is like hitting the spot, brother. This is what I've been wanting to react to and share on the channel too, because I love seeing people's old One Piece theories that we can look back on and laugh at. But at the time, they were probably cooking because I'd make so many theories that are also definitely wrong. So is this spoiler free? I'm pretty sure. If it ain't spoiler free, let's watch one for an example.
One Piece theories that failed miserably.
And not get spoiled.
So, a ton of One Piece fans theorized that there was a traitor helping the Beast Pirates, since Jack had somehow got a Viver card to Zoe and knew for a fact that Raizo was there. At this point in the story, though, the suspects were limited to the mink, since there was almost no evidence supporting any of the scabbards.
So they thought that a mink was a traitor.
The GOAT One Piece YouTuber New World's Archer claimed that Carrot was the traitor. The idea behind this is that other relevant minks,
Carrot is the traitor?
A lot more complex New World Archer pointed out how in the war against Jack, Carrot only shot.
Imagine a world where Carrot was the major villain, brother. Carrot. Imagine she goes too long form. Except the whole Straw Hat Pirates.
Finally, New World Archer claimed that Carrot had a different colored Viver card when compared to the rest of the minks, where the green
I didn't even know
Viver
this.
card more closely resembled the Beast Pirates. Although the theory had some merit, it was debunked in chapter 974.
So I guess there would be spoilers if I wasn't caught up. That's the kind of content that I was talking about, where it's like theories that people made up that we know confirmed are not anymore. But also there's the opposite where they are confirmed true, which is also really cool.
Back to old One Piece theories that failed miserably. Every One Piece fan has probably heard of this theory before, and it's probably the worst One Piece theory of all time. And it claimed that Zoro's childhood friend and rival.
Are there theories that because Blackbeard's nose is so long, he's Usopp and he's Usopp related? Usopp species?
Of all time. And it claimed that Zoro's childhood friend and rival Kuina didn't actually die when she fell down the stairs, and instead was secretly Mihawk.
Secretly Mihawk.
Since Kuina wanted to be a man so badly, she had Ivankov turn her into one. The entire basis for this theory basically revolves around the fact that Zoro couldn't beat Kuina, and Zoro couldn't beat Mihawk. And so they must be the same person. Besides the fact that
this is ridiculous.
So
no way. They actually circled the sweat and was like, look, the sweat's matching. It's matching. Look, guys.
The same person. Besides the fact that they look nothing alike,
same
this theory was
sweat.
debunked in chapter 565.5, where we see Mihawk attending Roger's execution.
Well, I still think Kuina could be Tashigi. I mean, I think it's been debunked, but why did they look so similar? Next.
That failed.
We got a few more.
Back in 2009, when Marineford was still being released, the biggest point of discussion in the community was whether or not Oda would...
If Ace dies, I'll respect Oda forever. This bro better be on his word.
The community was whether or not Oda would pull the trigger and have Ace die. Since at this point of the story, Oda refused to kill off anyone of importance, with fans pointing to Pell as an example. Some fans thought that Ace had to live so that he could see his brother Luffy become the Pirate King, while others thought that Whitebeard would have to sacrifice himself to save Ace, making Ace the new captain of the Whitebeard Pirates. But the most ridiculous theory I saw claimed that since Whitebeard was so embarrassed that one of his captains got caught, that in order to clear the Whitebeard Pirates' name of any weakness, he brought all his fleets to Marineford with the sole intention of killing Ace with his own hands. The theory claimed that this would set up Whitebeard as the main villain.
They thought Whitebeard, they were overcooking. They burnt the whole kitchen.
To become the Pirate King. All of these theories were disproven in chapter 574.
One chapter versus the whole theory. Who wins?
Welcome back to One Piece.
Damn, that's crazy. These are like fan fictions. Like freaking imagine Whitebeard being a villain. I think we had this theory before. I think somebody may have said it. You know, if you eat somebody, you get their devil fruit, right? What if Blackbeard just ate Whitebeard's like heart under the curtain?
Sanji notoriously beat down Luffy and called the Straw Hats filthy, lowly sea thugs. Some One Piece fans theorized that when Zoro found out about this, Sanji and Zoro would inevitably fight. With the
I thought that
leaving
too.
The crew. The idea
Why did I think
behind
that?
this is that Zoro.
But I thought that Zoro would definitely not let that
wouldn't
slide with
tolerate such
Sanji.
disrespect towards his captain.
Disrespecting the
So
captain.
the theory claimed that Zoro would either challenge Sanji to a duel where the loser would leave the crew.
That's
or Zoro
crazy.
would simply leave
I
the
feel like that's something that should have happened, actually, low key.
Since back in Water 7, Zoro made it clear that if Luffy took any genuine
Exactly.
disrespect again, then he would be the one to leave the crew. Now, obviously, none of this ended up happening, but it would have been sick to see Zoro and Sanji finally fight.
That's crazy. I think
Welcome back to
I
Old
think
One-
they should have fought. I think Sanji should have found out and
This
been like,
theory-
what the fuck, dude? Nobody disrespects the captain, like I said back in Water 7. Fan theory. Y'all think Oda ever like reads a fan theory and it's like, oh shit, they guessed exactly what I'm about to do next. I gotta rewrite this shit. I gotta rewrite it because they guessed what I'm gonna do. I bet that happens.
Welcome back to One Piece theories that failed miserably. This theory is by far the funniest I've covered so far, and it claimed that although Jinbei would meet Luffy and Wano like he promised, it wouldn't be in the way that we would expect. The theory claimed that Big Mom would end up killing Jinbei, and since Big Mom wouldn't want to waste a talented helmsman, she would put a soul into a ship and sail it to Wano. The best name for this ship that I saw was
That's
the Going
crazy.
Jinbei-sama. But if y'all have anything better,
The
let me know.
Going Jinbei? That's crazy.
These theories that failed miserably. Back in SBS Volume 7, someone asked Oda
I
why
read this
Sanji's
one.
eyebrow curled. And Oda answered saying that Sanji's eyebrow channeled the same circular energy as the sun, moon, and earth. One One Piece fan by the name of Theo Rise took this answer and ran with it, claiming that Sanji had hidden cosmic powers. The idea behind this theory is that there were multiple times that Oda connected Sanji with space. Here he was drawn as a space alien, here searching for a UFO, and even joined the restaurant ship being
Why am I like already kind of joining this bandwagon? There's already evidence. Why else would there be whatever the fuck that is? Why else would there be that? Space alien, huh?
here searching for a UFO.
Why else would he be looking for a UFO spot?
And even
Obviously,
joined the
theory's
restaurant
true.
ship named Orbit when he was young. Now this is where the theory goes from somewhat plausible to just outright insane. Theo Rise noticed how Sanji was the only Vinsmoke with his eyebrows swirling clockwise. You know what else swirls clockwise? The planet Venus. The
So
solar system,
true.
with a thick smoke surrounding it that's named after the Roman goddess of love. And so the theory claimed that the fire-producing,
What?
cigarette-smoking love-cook Sanji gets his cosmic powers from the planet Venus.
I mean,
This
that's
is a real
still
theory.
that still might be true. The goddess of love? Coincidence? Who comes up with these theories? Listen, bro, they're cooking. They're cooking. We got a few more. Go follow him. He's this fucking goat channel.
Factoring Luffy's backstory. One Piece theories that failed miserably. Factoring Luffy's backstory, it was a widely accepted theory that Sabo was still alive, since we didn't explicitly see him die, and we saw Dragon return to his ship with an unknown injured person on the day of Sabo's death.
That bro
One fan
has
even went so far to predict that Sabo got
died so many
in the
times.
incident, so that in a way he was still dead. Now for the part they got wrong. Since it was assumed Sabo was still alive, One Piece fans started pointing fingers at possible Sabo in disguise candidates, and the leading
Sabo
candidate
in
was the Doflamingo
disguise.
underling Gladius. The idea behind this
Oh,
theory was that fans
Gladius?
refused to believe that Oda would introduce a completely unrelated character that also wore a top hat and goggles. Not to mention, Gladius also happened to be covering his
Dude, that's true. Oda must be with fans. Like, that is a eerie similarity.
also wore
Covering
a
the face too.
top hat and goggles. Not to mention, Gladius also happened to be covering
must
his
be
face.
fucking
Although
with
this
people.
theory was debunked in literally the same arc, they at least got the Sabo alive part right.
Wow.
Welcome to the line turned into a cult and was named ZKK, or
What?
Zoro Kills Kaido. They were
Zoro kills Kaido theory? Cult? This is brain rot? Bro, this is peak.
factions within ZKK, so I'll only focus on one today. The
There are
theory
factions in what the fuck? Dude.
ZKK, or
What?
Zoro Kills Kaido. There were multiple factions within ZKK, so I'll only focus on one today. The theory
Okay.
claimed that although Luffy would defeat Kaido, Zoro would be the one to kill Kaido. There's a lot of evidence for this theory, so bear with me. Starting
Let's
us
see
off,
the
ZKK
evidence.
believers claim that the dragon defeated at the
clown.
start of Punk Hazard was actually foreshadowing for how Kaido would be slain, where Luffy and Zoro take on the dragon together, with Zoro ultimately
True. It
slain.
was all
On top of that,
foreskin.
The theory claimed that since Zoro and Ryuma have some parallels, like both being one-eyed swordsmen, that Zoro was bound to slay a dragon, just like Ryuma famously.
To be honest
Finally,
though, isn't that kind of a missed opportunity? Like Ruma and Zoro often have so many parallels, like he just said. Killing the dragon, it makes so much sense. Why didn't Zoro just like shing, head cut off? You know? Didn't you say you're gonna read the manga, bro? When I upload current One Piece to my YouTube channel, so then I can upload the manga to my YouTube.
the theory addressed how Kaido
Zoro killed a dragon at Punk Hazard. Bro, one that's an actual threat, all right?
Kaido's dream of dying a grand death would be crushed as follows. Luffy defeats Kaido. Orochi shows up on the roof with Momo hostage. Luffy turns his back. With Luffy distracted, Kaido attacks him from the back. And in one full swoop, Zoro cuts off Kaido's head and slays him. Listen, I'm a
Jeez,
Zoro
that would have
fan
been
and all,
crazy.
but I think we can all agree that me riding went way too far.
Nah, that would have been fire. What are you talking about? That would have been fire. I love Zoro.
Welcome back to
Orochi did kind of just go die in a building
old
with
One Piece theories.
Hiyori and Denjiro. It would have been cool to see him die in front of everyone. I would like to see the embarrassment. Everybody point and laugh while he gets his head chopped off.
Time skip Sabaody and claimed the mysterious genius scientist Vegapunk was actually Kizaru. The theory claimed that Kizaru was just acting dumb, since his devil fruit makes him a light human, meaning that he could learn at the speed of light, making it much more
Learn at
viable
the
that he
speed of
become a
light,
genius
nah.
scientist. Oda's drawing of Kizaru as a kid somewhat supports this, since he was drawn with a pile of books right next to him. The theory also claimed
have any
that the
kids like books?
Pacifista's attacks were very similar to Kizaru, meaning that there had
This
to have been a
one I
connection. Now,
cannot
obviously,
see.
this
I would
theory-
not have believed in this one. All right, next one.
Series that failed
Like we
miserably.
said,
Out
we're
of the
non-spoiler
hundreds of
here
random
still.
characters, fans were laser focused on this guy. Most of us forgot this dude even existed, but a
Whom?
surprisingly popular theory at the time claimed that this guy was actually Kaido in disguise.
What?
This theory surprisingly made a lot of sense at the time, since the silhouette of Kaido back in Thriller Bark low-key looked exactly like him. What fueled this theory
Wow.
even more was the fact that this character was the only guy we didn't see get defeated in the Colosseum. I normally wouldn't defend these theories, but I think Oda was just trolling with this one.
Major spoiler alert just went over bro's head. Thank God. I just spoiled myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kiwi. I'm sorry. I didn't see it, but you did.
Theories that failed miserably.
You took it for me. You took it for me. What was it? Nobody tell him. Don't spoil in the chat.
This theory, if you could even call it that, might be the most ridiculous I've covered so far. But back in Water 7, some conspiracy theorists claimed that Sokaking's true identity was Usopp. Some of their evidence to support this theory was how Sokaking happened to be wearing the same bandages, shoes...
Yeah,
and
but that's just
costumes as
coincidence.
Usopp.
Oda likes to reuse character
This theory was
designs, like we
quickly
saw with
debunked in Chapter
Sabo.
368, where it was revealed that Sokaking was from Sniper Island, which is in your heart, while Usopp was from Syrup Village in the East Blue. This
That's
theory
completely
might even be
different,
more
exactly.
ridiculous than the Caesar Gastino theory.
That's so true. See,
Welcome back
chat.
to old One Piece theories that
This is literal scientific, peer researched back evidence
Welcome back to
to support what I've been saying in the reactions the whole time. The whole time.
Piece theories that failed miserably. When Luffy first awakened his devil fruit
We're gonna go ahead and stop you right there. I don't really want to.
back in chapter 10,
I don't really want to get spoiled. I don't know what that. I don't know where that's going. Thank God I'm already caught up to there, because that would have been very unfortunate.
theory was popularized by the GOAT One Piece YouTuber Mr. Morge and claimed
Mr.
that the Straw
Morge.
Hats' raid on Onigashima would fail, or they would be defeated by Kaido and then eventually beat him in a round 2 in the Flower Capital. The idea behind this theory is that Wano didn't follow the classic One Piece arc style, where the Straw Hats initially fail but then come back the second time stronger and eventually succeed, like they did in Sabaody in Alabasta. The funniest part of this theory is that Mr. Morge kept doubling down during the entire 2 years that the raid was going on for.
I love seeing the like how people obviously there was no way they could have known, but in hindsight just how wrong they were. But knowing they doubled down,
Even during the
tripled
chapters
down.
literally right before Gear 5th, when the raid did eventually succeed, Mr. Morge took the L and embraced the raid will fail meme gracefully.
That is so fucking funny. I didn't know about this. He never gave up.
Welcome back to old
Bro, he
Old One
learned
Piece
he
theory.
learned his lessons from One Piece. He never gives up. He never back down. All right, last one, chat. Last One Piece theory that was not
that failed miserably. Back when
Correct.
Kaido was introduced, he was referred to as the world's strongest creature, where even jumping off a sky island couldn't scratch him. This introduction led to one of the wildest One Piece theories of all time, and it was that Kaido himself was a poneglyph.
What?
The idea behind this theory is that inanimate objects were known to be able to eat devil fruits, like in Alabasta, where Mr.
That
Force
is insane. I literally don't think I've ever would have thought of that.
Gun ate the dog devil fruit. Also, since
Yeah?
poneglyphs are indestructible, that would explain why Kaido wouldn't die no matter how hard he tried.
What? Actually true? Hold on, let them cook.
Considered plot hole at the
Why
time.
is that not something? That should be
Why
something.
Kaido wouldn't just drown himself if he wanted to die so bad.
He couldn't
so the
because of
idea was if he
poneglyph.
was a poneglyph, he wouldn't need to breathe, and so he couldn't drown. Now, obviously, Kaido is not a living poneglyph.
That would have
but
been
be real,
so
any of y'all believe this
good.
theory?
Okay, I wouldn't have believed it at first. I'm realizing I could be convinced. All right, well, that was One Piece theories that failed miserably. That was actually so fun. Next time we're doing the ones that actually succeeded in hindsight. But I might go through and get them scanned because I don't want to get spoiled. But